A $12 bottle from the parts store can cost you a $12,000 engine, and the Federal Trade Commission has been proving that in court since 1976. These are 5 oil additives that can void your vehicle's warranty, along with 7 that experienced mechanics still trust in engines past 200,000 miles. Federal law draws a sharp line between myth and fact when it comes to oil additives and warranty coverage. The Magnuson-Moss Warranty Act, passed in 1975 and found at 15 U.S.C. Section 2302 subsection C, prohibits manufacturers from making brand-specific fluids or additives a condition of warranty unless they supply them free. The burden of proof sits squarely with the manufacturer. They must show with technical evidence that an aftermarket additive directly caused the failure. Since 1976, the FTC has enforced this rule, and in its 2021 Nixing the Fix report, the agency made clear that simply using an additive does not void a warranty. Instead, a manufacturer must present lab results, engineering data, or a clear causal chain linking the additive to the problem. Automaker manuals echo the law, but they add their own warnings. Ford's 2023 manual cautions that you should use only Ford-approved motor oil and additives, and that non-approved products may affect warranty coverage. Honda's 2022 manual warns do not use any oil additive not listed in the service manual. The use of unapproved additives may void the warranty for related components. These warnings reflect reality. While the law protects against blanket denials, a non-approved additive can trigger a claim review. Modern oil analysis lets manufacturers pinpoint chemicals like PTFE or chlorinated paraffin, turning a disputed repair into a denied claim. The FTC requires denial letters to include technical justification. An additive bottle alone is not the issue, but a proven chain showing cause of failure can still cost a warranty. A single line in the owner's manual can tip the balance in a warranty dispute. Ford's 2023 F-150 manual spells it out. It says, use only Ford-approved motor oil and additives, and non-approved products may affect warranty coverage. Honda's 2024 warranty booklet is just as clear, warning that warranty coverage will be denied for any engine failure caused by oil that does not meet Honda H, L65 or H, L68 specifications, including additives not listed in the service bulletin. These are not outliers. Mercedes-Benz, Volkswagen, Audi, Kia, and BMW manuals echo the same policy: no unapproved additives, no exceptions if a failure can be linked. This language is not just legal boilerplate. It is a signal to owners that the smallest deviation, a $12 bottle of aftermarket additive, can become the focal point in a $12,000 engine replacement battle. When a dealer or manufacturer investigates a major failure, the first step is often an oil analysis. They are looking for telltale signatures, PTFE particles, excess ZDDP, chlorinated compounds, or viscosity modifiers that push oil outside the APISP specification. If the test flags something off spec, the burden shifts, and the owner must explain why a non-approved product was in the crankcase. The risk is real and asymmetric. The cost of an additive is trivial compared to the price of a new engine. But in the world of modern engines, where tolerances are tight and emission systems are unforgiving, extra chemistry is more likely to cause trouble than solve it. The manual's warning is not just a suggestion. It is the rule of engagement when thousands of dollars are on the line. PTFE-based additives, often branded as Teflon engine treatments, became a lightning rod for scientific and regulatory criticism long before any lawsuit was filed. Chemists at DuPont, the original maker of Teflon, dismissed the idea outright. J.F. Imbalzano said that Teflon is not useful as an ingredient in oil additives. The fundamental problem is physical. PTFE particles are solid, and according to NASA Lewis Research Center, these particles can settle in oil passages, especially around inlets, leading to blockages that starve the engine of lubrication. Roy Howell, a Redline oil chemist, pointed out that genuine PTFE plating requires a vacuum environment, something no internal combustion engine provides. These warnings were not just theoretical. In 1996 and 1997, the Federal Trade Commission ordered Slick 50 to stop advertising unproven wear reduction claims, citing the absence of credible lab evidence. The order required a halt to all marketing that referenced military specifications or laboratory tests that could not be produced for review. Chlorinated chemistry drew its own line in the sand. Dura Lube, another household name, used chlorinated paraffins as a friction modifier. Patent 4,844,825 reveals the risk. When exposed to high engine temperatures, chlorinated paraffins release hydrochloric acid, which attacks copper and bearing alloys from the inside out. BMW 2022 warranty addendum explicitly names chlorinated paraffins as a breach of warranty cause when bearing failure is found. The Federal Trade Commission action in 2000 forced a $2 million redress fund and a permanent injunction on all unsubstantiated performance claims. Across the board, the pattern is clear. When the chemistry cannot survive outside review, the product does not survive in the warranty world either. Consumer Reports put Miracle Oil Additives to the test in July 1996, running a fleet of 75 New York City taxis for over 4.5 million miles. The results were blunt. Engines treated with popular additives showed no measurable improvement in wear, reliability, or lifespan, compared to those using only standard API-certified oil. Oil analysis revealed higher levels of zinc and phosphorus, chemicals that can harm emission systems if they exceed manufacturer limits. On the demonstration track, MotorUp's claims fell apart in real time. Independent testers filmed a treated engine seizing within minutes, and the FTC issued a consent order the same day to halt unsubstantiated advertising. zMax faced similar scrutiny. In 2003, the company settled with the FTC after tests showed its tinted mineral oil delivered no proven benefit. An average refund of $12.31 was issued to buyers, as noted by Commissioner Rohit Chopra's later dissent. The evidence did not stop at performance failure. An SAE engineering paper from 2007 documented how excess ZDDP, the anti-wear additive in many Miracle blends, poisons catalytic converters, a hidden risk that can turn a $20 additive into a $3,000 emissions repair bill. The pattern is clear. When additives are tested outside the marketing department, the fallout is mechanical, financial, and often permanent. STP's long history with the Federal Trade Commission stands as a warning to anyone who thinks thicker oil is a shortcut to longevity. In 1978, and again in 1995, the Federal Trade Commission penalized STP for making unsubstantiated claims about engine protection, first with a penalty of $700,000, then with a fine of $888,000. The core problem is viscosity shift. Additives that boost viscosity may seem protective, but in modern engines, they disrupt the delicate balance required by variable valve timing systems and chain-driven phasers. An oil that is too thick can starve these components of flow during cold starts, causing hydraulic pump cavitation and premature bearing wear. The repair bill for a failed timing chain or phaser often lands between $4,000 and $8,000, well above the price of any additive. This is not superstition or mechanic folklore. It is a direct result of chemistry colliding with engineering. When a dealer denies a warranty claim and points to off-spec oil thickened by additives, it is because the failure pathway is well documented. Mechanics who work on engines past 200,000 miles avoid these products, not out of habit, but because the risks are real, proven, and expensive. A handful of oil additives continue to earn a place on the shelf, not as magic cures, but as problem-specific tools for high-mileage engines facing well-defined issues. Arc Oil AR9100 is one such example. Its chemistry targets stiction in HEUI injectors, a chronic problem in older Power Stroke diesels. Bill Hewitt of PowerStrokeHelp.com, a technician with decades of hands-on experience, has documented AR9100's ability to restore injector function where conventional oil fails. For persistent seal leaks, ATP AT205 Reseal stands out. Project Farm's February 2023 comparison tested stop leak additives on a set of worn gaskets, finding AT205 effective at halting leaks without swelling or degrading modern seal materials. When piston rings stick from carbon buildup, Rislone Engine Treatment's ester blend offers a controlled cleanup, a solution regularly cited by the Bob is the Oil Guy community for freeing stuck rings without thickening the oil. For engines that have surpassed 200,000 miles, Liqui Moly Mo-S2 remains a trusted fortifier. This molybdenum disulfide suspension is favored for its ability to reduce friction and wear in older engines, again supported by long-term user reports and independent oil analysis. Each of these products addresses a specific mechanical failure mode, not general wear, and their acceptance among mechanics comes from repeated transparent results, not advertising. The lesson is clear. In the world of engine longevity, targeted chemistry and proper diagnosis matter far more than broad promises. Valvoline. 5. R1 racing oil stands out as a rare exception for classic flat tappet engines. The Comp Cam's technical bulletin specifies a minimum of 1,200 parts per million of ZDDP for these older designs, and Valvoline 5R1 delivers over 1,400 parts per million of zinc and 1,500 parts per million of phosphorus, levels that protect lifters and cams in engines made before 2004 without catalytic converters. But outside this narrow window, excess zinc and phosphorus remain a warranty risk for modern vehicles, as confirmed by Volkswagen and Audi service bulletins warning of valve train wear and emissions damage above 800 parts per million. BGMOA, often found at dealer service counters, is the only shelf additive that consistently passes ASTMD 4742 oxidation testing and meets updated APIS N+ standards. Its chemistry is designed for modern engines, but only when used at the recommended dose and viscosity. Liqui Moly Ceratec, a European ceramic-based friction modifier, is validated by Charles Navarro of LN Engineering for use in select German engines, but only within strict limits, never in wet clutch motorcycles or DSG transmissions, where off specification, friction can glaze plates and trigger repairs exceeding $2,000. Lucas Oil Stabilizer is excluded for thickening oil beyond manufacturer specification. Restore is rejected for incompatibility with variable valve timing. Marvel Mystery Oil is left out for reducing lubricity in modern low-viscosity oils. The line is clear. Specialty additives have legitimate uses only when chemistry, engine design, and manufacturer guidance align. Anything outside those boundaries risks turning a $12 bottle into a denied claim or a costly teardown. Right now, dealer service managers cite Ford and Honda manuals. Those manuals say, do not use supplemental engine oil additives. The Federal Trade Commission enforcement and Consumer Reports testing back them up. Most claims do not stand up to science. The warranty is not automatic protection. It is proof. In oil chemistry, facts, not bottles, decide what survives.